Welcome, listeners. This is Sanjog Aul, your host, and the topic for conversation is vision-enabled MedTech for improved patient care. From diagnostics to treatment to recovery, vision can help improve patient care significantly. Whether using laboratory equipments, patient monitoring systems, or even pill dispensers, embedded vision can change the game. But many medical device companies struggle to incorporate vision in their products. The reason? Not enough knowledge in camera technology, limited technical and engineering expertise, fragmented supply chain, and substandard device support. Can we do better? How can we define a vision playbook, establish camera integration standards, and properly shape this much-needed vision ecosystem to drive the best outcomes for the patients, providers, and the medical device companies? To discuss this, I have with me Maharajan Veerabahu. Maha is the co-founder and vice president of embedded services at Econ Systems, a specialized OEM manufacturer and embedded vision solutions provider. Hello, Maha. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Sanjog. It's great to be with you.
So, Maha, it seems that the healthcare industry very well recognizes the significant improvements we can introduce in patient care delivery, starting from diagnostics to recovery by using vision capabilities. What is holding us back? Is it the inability or the inertia?
The healthcare industry is keen on adopting vision solutions for medical devices and other purposes inside the healthcare system. See, from being restricted to only medical imaging devices like X-rays and scans, now cameras and vision solutions have penetrated into all aspects of healthcare delivery, right from diagnosis to treatment to patient care, to patient monitoring, and so on. So imaging and vision is being used in all these areas. So healthcare wants to adopt this. They see the need, and like they adopt every other new technology, they are trying to do this as well. But it is not very easy or straightforward to do that. If you ask me why, there are three reasons I see. The number one reason is the feasibility. So can a particular problem be solved with imaging? And if it can be solved with imaging, what type of imager do we use and how do we solve this problem? Is it even feasible? So I still remember a customer of ours who came up with a dry eye treatment methodology, and he wanted to solve that using a vision. And they had done a lot of research in finding out the solution for that. But how to put that practically into action with a vision system? How do you make a small camera, which is IR and normal light capable? And how do you make it into a wearable format with all the smarts integrated to make the decision of whether that particular eye has that problem or not? So in cases like this, when feasibility itself is a question, there is a lot of time and energy that need to be put to work out and see whether this device or this particular vision solution is going to be feasible. The second part of problem is the complexity of the whole product development. See, when we include an imaging, it's just not the sensor itself. There is an image signal processor, there is a host processor, and obviously we deal with a large amount of data as well. So designing this electronics with all the restrictions that come along with the requirement and still meet all the performance needs of the requirement is a very big challenge. So this is a complex design more often than not. The third problem is the cost and time to market. So obviously when the feasibility is questionable and when the design gets complex, the time to market is high and the cost also shoots up, which adds more pain when we are trying to include vision systems into healthcare. So these are the three problems that I see, which makes integrating a vision solution into a medical device or a healthcare solution tough.
You shared three areas of struggle, Maha. Now, vision technology is not new. So why do we continue to have these issues? What is missing?
Of course, vision and imaging is not new. However, the technical challenges that we face when we integrate imaging sensors into products today are pretty high. See, a camera is just not the imaging sensor. So there is an image sensor, there is a signal processor, and then there is a lens assembly, and there's a host processor where all the frames go into. And when you're measuring a camera's output, it's always qualitative. You cannot compare it with the other electronic peripherals where the output is more measurable. Here, because it's a qualitative output, one medical device may require a particular quality of image, and another medical device may require another quality of image. And to achieve these requirements, there has to be a lot of fine-tuning on the lens side, on the ISP side, and also on the imaging sensor side. So there's a lot of tuning and tweaking. And if you see these technologies, all of them have grown immensely over the past 10 years. Why? Because of the mobile phone market. Most of these CMOS sensors are in your mobile phones, and they have grown in quality, gone down in power consumption, and also gone down on the cost side, all thanks to the immense effort people have been putting to make these imaging sensors really great for mobile phones. Now, because of all this, there are a lot of new standards. There's a lot of technology, which has all come up in the last 10 years. And when we are trying to integrate these CMOS sensors into medical devices, we are trying to leverage this. So the technology is a bit complex, and that is one of the key challenges that we are facing. And of course, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Assume that you are taking a wireless adapter or a wireless peripheral and adding to your device. Now, if you make the wireless work well with a particular antenna and it is giving you a good throughput, then you're done. You can move the same design to another product as well. And probably you would get the same amount of Wi-Fi throughput there as well, give or take. But that is not how a camera integration works. Like I said before, one device may require images in the IR spectrum. Another requirement may want the imaging to be in the normal light spectrum. I still remember a customer who asked for a camera which should work from a 5 millimeter distance, and it should be inside a closed box with the lighting flooded all over, but yet it should capture the image of a barcode on the assay which was placed below the camera. So these requirements ask for a lot of tuning, and this tuning combined with all this new technology and combinations that we have to work with is the challenge and is the climb that many of these medical device companies are trying to make when they are trying to integrate the camera to their product.
Let's take a quick break, listeners. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this message.
Looking for ways to drive product innovation using embedded vision? Introducing Econ Systems, a specialized OEM camera manufacturer and embedded vision solutions provider. With over 2 million cameras shipped and more than 250 customized solutions delivered globally, Econ Systems leverages its deep knowledge and expertise in camera technology for product design innovation, camera customization, and software development with rapid prototyping to launch your products timely and confidently. Whether you need MIPI camera modules, GMSL cameras, USB 3.1 Gen 1 cameras, stereo cameras, or highly customized solutions for your retail, medical, or industrial use cases, Econ Systems delivers. Econ Systems, driving product innovation through embedded vision. To learn more, visit econsystems.com. Visit today. This is CTN Brandcast on CIO Talk Network.
Welcome back. Based on what you shared, Maha, will we continue to face these struggles? Is there any hope that we can crack these problems for good?
Though challenges are there, all hope is not lost. See, today there are a lot of development kits, camera-based development kits available in the market with which product development teams can evaluate their choices. So if you remember, one of the things I told initially as a challenge was the feasibility. Now, if you have to make a whole camera-based system all by yourself and then figure out whether your algorithm or your solution is going to be feasible, it's a lot to ask. It takes a lot of time and money, and that actually discourages including vision into medical devices. But today we have development kits, camera-based development kits available in the market with which you can start your evaluation day one. Assume that you're making a device, a dermatology device, which can capture the image of your skin and then process that to find if there is any color changes, pigmentation, etc. And you're developing an algorithm for that. Now, is making such a device feasible with today's camera technology? If you want to find an answer to this question, the best way to do that would be look at the specifications of camera modules and development kits available in the market and find a closer match that will meet your requirement and buy the dev kit. Now, in this dev kit, you'll have a camera module with the lens and with all the other processing, which I had mentioned before. Now, you can use this dev kit to actually take images of the skin and then run your algorithm and see whether it works and make sure whether this is a feasible solution or not. Of course, this dev kit is not going to be of the size of your final device or the power consumption of your final device and so on. But it will give you a fairly good idea of whether your imaging solution is feasible or not. So taking a dev kit and trying is a very good way of proceeding with the product development today.
Given what is involved, it seems most medical device companies can benefit from working with specialized partners. But with so many variations in the challenges one could face while incorporating vision, how should a medical device company select a partner?
Yes, choosing the right partner will help a lot when you're trying to include a camera in your medical device. So basically, if you do not have imaging experts in-house, or this is the first time that you're using image sensors for a complex project, I would recommend choosing a partner who can provide end-to-end solution regarding the imaging part of your product. Like a partner who can help you identify and choose the right imaging module and who can help during the integration of that module into your product and help you achieve the performance and other requirements that you have for this imaging solution. So an end-to-end partner will be able to give you all that and will be in a position to work with you through this product development. The other important thing that you have to look for when you choose the camera imaging partner is their ability to supply these camera modules in volume. Because medical devices are going to be in the field for at least 5 to 10 years. But this camera module market is pretty crazy in that sense. Like many of these modules go end of life pretty quickly because they are always chasing the consumer mobile phone market, which is all very short term when compared to medical and industrial use cases. So choose a partner who can guarantee you that lifetime, whether it's 5 years or 10 years that you're looking for your medical product. And for that, this partner should have good relationship with the sensor makers and ISP makers like Sony, OmniVision, OnSemi, and so on. So a good ecosystem of partners would actually help your camera provider to give you the modules in volume for a longer period of time. The other thing that you should be looking for is your expertise in working with medical products, because you have your own certification related complications which have to be handled, compliance related documentation and support that you would require when you're designing a medical device. And apart from that, you'll have other certification requirements like ISO 9001, ISO 4001, ISO 13485, and so on. So look for a partner who has worked with medical device companies and have already supplied camera modules for medical devices before. So they understand all these compliances and certifications and can help you with providing the right camera modules.
Where do you see the vision industry heading? With AI and ML now mainstream, what other disruptive innovations are we going to see? And with that, what new challenges we will likely face in our product innovation journey to improve patient care? How can we strive to become future ready?
The way I see the things shaping up, the future for vision in healthcare is pretty exciting. See, with machine learning and deep learning models and AI becoming a possibility, I think the options are endless and the requirements in healthcare is also endless. For instance, the whole diagnostic scenario might completely change with automation coming in lab diagnostics. So they could actually leverage this vision and AI for a lot of different purposes like blood analysis, automated liquid handling systems, detection of diseases, so on and so forth. I know a lot of research is already going on, but I think in the future, we are going to see a lot of these things coming into practice as well. So this is going to save a lot of time, effort, and money on the diagnostics side. Telemedicine is another area which I see where imaging and AI can play a very important role as well. During these COVID times, telemedicine has picked up really well. And if you're going to apply imaging and AI models to this telemedicine in real time, that is going to be a very revolutionary way of diagnosing and providing healthcare to a lot of people who are remote. So I think there's going to be a lot of advancement in that. And likewise, we've seen a lot of developments in robotic surgery happening these days. And that is going to pick up a lot in the future with this imaging and AI. So about the possibility of new challenges, all these requirements, like I said, are going to have their own qualitative needs from the camera. And so the camera sensor technology is going to keep changing. And these new medical device companies will have to keep track of them and make themselves ready to use these new sensor technologies as they come out. So that is going to be one possible new challenge that I'm foreseeing. And the other thing I think is that when you're working on a imaging solution or when you're making a choice of image sensor for your product, you should always be thinking of how it could be future ready, like not just looking for the application that you're solving right now, but also keep some provision so that you could expand on your application or the features as you move forward. And also there could be a need to include a smart processing unit along with these cameras as things move forward, because you may want to run a small AI model on the edge, on the device itself, to make some quick decision. So these are the things that medical device companies, I think, should keep their eyes open for as they design their new products with image sensors.
Thank you, Maha, for sharing your insights about the current state of vision ecosystem and how to solve related challenges medical device companies are facing when incorporating embedded vision in their products for improving patient care.
Thanks a lot. It was great talking to you, Sanjog.
And listeners, I invite you to find related conversations on our website at ciotalknetwork.com.